Well, a 1-1 draw against Caersŵs, was that fair enough or a very frustrating afternoon at the Traeth?
Obviously we'll take the point, a point to point at the end of the day, and it goes onto the board, and it's a point closer to where we want to get to at the end of the season. However, on the balance of play, there were moments in that game where we could have took all 3 points, and I suppose we feel a little bit disappointed by that, because naturally we want to win every week, especially when we play at home at the Traeth, and I thought in the first sort of 15 minutes we started so well, so brightly. I thought the boys come out of the blocks, moved the ball really, really quickly. The patterns of play was a joy to see, to be quite honest, and it's what we've been working on. And I think once we got the goal, it's a difficult one, because when you score, you can switch off and you can sort of drop off. And I felt that we probably, credit to Caersŵs, we probably showed them a little bit too much after we scored the opening goal, and what we didn't start doing was locking on and engaging, and we allowed them to get into the game, and which they certainly did. They grew into it, and they scored a deserved goal quite early on, but it was disappointing.
We can't keep a clean sheet, Craig.
No, unfortunately not, Dol. I think we play so expansive at times, and we're asking the boys to make the pitch as big as possible. I think in the transition then it's difficult to cover that ground, but that just comes down to work off the pitch, and we're certainly doing that week in, week out, and the boys will continue to develop in those areas. I've got no doubt about that. But as I said, a lot of credit has to go to Caersŵs. They've started the season very well in this league, and they've got some really, really good experienced players out there. They've got quality in key areas of the pitch, and it made for a good game. It was a good game of football this afternoon, Dol. And as I said, for us, we had that penalty shout which potentially could have changed it just before the half. I'm not sure what the referee or the linesman seen there coming together, they said, but for me it was clear and obvious. It was daylight, it was a penalty, and if we'd have gone in at 2-1, we could have been having a different conversation now and been really pleased with the 3 points. However, we'll move on from it, and we've got a week off next week now to recover.
Week off, then Caersŵs again, away.
Yeah, the fixtures reverse, don't they? So we'll be going to Caersŵs, and no doubt that's going to be an extremely tough game. After what I've seen today of them, I was really impressed with Caersŵs, I've got to say. Disciplined, organised, quality and experience. They're a good side, and they'll go well this season. But for us, it's a point. We work hard now for the next 2 weeks before the return leg, and hopefully go to Caersŵs and get something from the game.
Diolch yn fawr, Craig.
Diolch, Dol.